Alright, so today I decided to compile every single Meliodas' first showcase. Not the whole video, but just like the first 1 or 2 matches. And just reminisce on how they felt when they first came out. Especially these old Meliodas like Assault Meli and Lostvayne. I'm sure a lot of people haven't even thought about how were they day 1 and how was it that the game looked like. Also, as you're watching this, I am not home, I'm in Japan. I'll be here for like 2 weeks. And or I'll be there. I'm not here. I'm not in Japan yet as I'm recording this. I needed something to upload, and I think this is a good video anyways, even if it's reusing stuff, so forgive me. And I played 15 matches with him, and 15 of these matches were 15 wins, so it was pretty good. This team works really well with him. Now, if you don't know what he does, his passive is that whenever he gets crit on, his cards increase a level. Now, here's the thing, right? Combined with that, he only has 3% crit resistance, or crit defense. I don't know which one is the one that reduces the chance of being crit on. So he gets crit on all the time, but it doesn't matter because he has 83% resistance with costumes. That's like 75 without costumes. I did buy this costume because I think the drip looks really good. I only buy costumes for drip, by the way. Not even for stats. I just want that he looks much better in his regular costume. But I'll explain the team while we go, but basically, Gopher is supposed to rank up Lilia. And you think, oh, why not Meliodas? Why Meliodas ranks himself up himself, right? You don't need Gopher to rank him up. But Lilia, she can keep healing and taking off ult gauge, and while you're healing and taking off ult gauge, you're building up Meliodas' ultimate, which is a really strong ultimate that has type advantage over anything, AoE, and it's just super strong overall. So, who are we facing? Pen, perfect. This is the reason why we use Red King. Red King is made to counter Pen. And, okay, start. I'm gonna rank up Lilia. Take off his ult gauge. Oh, actually, I'm gonna rank up Lilia first. Attack. I don't care that the cards combined and then take off his ult gauge. By the good connections, might be a bot, but I'll play it off anyways. I take off the ult gauge in the first turn just because, it's just... Oh, okay. Here's the thing with facing DAY Meli, right? Because he's AoE, he has to attack and he almost always crits. So if he ends up doing like 2 attacks or something, I'll fully rank up my cards. Crit? No crit, unfortunately. Meli? He crit Meliodas. Now that's a level 3 card right here. Oh, look at that. Now, that also means that I got an ultimate for him and I'll heal. Look at that. Boop, boop, boop. Escanor, if he gets some crit-ons... Oh, 1 more crit and he would have died. Unfortunate. But I got Meliodas' ultimate because the single target card is the same one as Escanor, where when he attacks, he gets actually extra ult gauge. So, he might take off my ult gauge, which is unfortunate. Yeah. But it's alright. That means that he's probably gonna crit on my Meliodas if he attacks. Let's see. If he tries to take off my ult gauge, he might crit on Meliodas. He couldn't, so... And he could... No, he didn't crit. Okay. Unfortunately. Lilia doesn't have a good chance to crit, I guess. So, I think this is done. Let me aim for Lilia with these cards right here. This might be done. Depending on... I don't know how much damage he's gonna do. I think this was a bot, just because of how crisp the connection was. But it was still a good showing. Let me jump into the next match. Okay, let's see. Ooh, another pen. Nice. And I go first again. Pretty good, pretty good. Ooh, this is actually really good. So I'll double rank up Lilia and normal attack. Now again, I double rank up Lilia because then next turn I can just like do level 3 healing, right? Which is really, really good. Ooh. Okay. If he does AoE, then I'm gonna fully just level up those cards. Combine the cards, interesting. People attack Lilia. Like, here's the thing. All these matches that I played, people go straight for Lilia. I just keep healing. That's a rank up for my cards. That crit. No, she crit Lilia. I'm gonna heal, take off their ult gauge, and then I really don't want to use the card, but I will. I want to just save it for level 3, but it's fine. I think the single target level 3s are very important, so I don't want to use them, just because they give me the ult gauge. the ult gauge from these cards are super important. You see, like, I don't depend on another unit. Oh my god. One crit and I get full level. Oh, full level 3 hand pretty much. Attack Meliodas, please. Please. Yes. Yes. Look at this. Oh. Well, goodbye, Ascanor. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, who's gonna die right now? Crit, crit, crit. Boop, boop. Oh, he only did one crit. Crit, crit, crit. Boop, boop, boop. And then I got my ultimate. If he tries to take off my ult gauge, I get level 3 card. And I get, oh my god. He's so fun to use. I don't think he's like invincible at all. But he's so fun to use. Ungeared, because of how the meta is, it's just... It's gonna be... It's not gonna be impossible again to count. Oh, no crit. Lily is not critting. I was playing some matches yesterday and she was critting all the time. On my base Meli. I guess Lostvayne Meli. Same thing. Boop, boop. Lily should die. She should die. Level 3 card actually. If he crits once. I guess critting more. Crit? Nah, if the last one was a crit, I should have died. It's alright though. Let me jump into the next match since this one is already done. Actually, if she doesn't take off my ult gauge, I'll do the ultimate. If she does, then I'll jump in. Don't take off? She does, okay. This is the team I'm doing right now. I mean, again, this is just more of a test team. I wanted to see him with green Derrieres because she can ult rush and take off ultimate gauge, so that's really good. Zelda's in the back. Zelda's buffs stats for each commandment we have on the team. Dro is gonna be using his taunt and petrify and everything like that, so that should be good. I'm also willing to give Gloxinia UR gear to try it. Red Gloxinia could be a fantastic option because you have cleanse at that point. You can seal the enemy's level 2s and 3s. Like, Red Glox could also be a very good option here. And again, you want to have demons or commandments. Specifically, commandments would be very good for him just because of the Zeldris. We could do Zeldris in the front as well. But yeah, so let's first use the... He has no blue units. He's using a mono green team here. So that's not the best for me, but it's okay. Let's do this. I'm going to wait. Oh, I can't ult rush because of the PvP rule. Fun, I love PvP rules. It's okay, it's okay. If there wasn't a PvP rule, I would actually have 4 ultimate gauge right here because, like I said, she could be very, very, very good for ult rushing because of that AoE card that gives her an extra ultimate gauge. But yeah, so if allies take damage, he gets the buff and decreases the enemy's defense-related stats. And now, Dro is really good for this because his commandment applies buffs on the enemy, just like applied now. Alright, that's a buff for Meli. That's a buff for Meli. That's a debuff on all enemies as well. Yeah, look at those debuffs. Except for Astarosa because he's immune, huh? Let's apply this again. Let's just try out Meliodas. Let's see how much damage it's gonna do. That's quite a bit for... That's 230k on a level 1? Keep in mind, this Astarosa is also not debuffed. If he was, I'll be doing more damage. 230k level 1? Level 1! Huh. Tell me he doesn't have another taunt. That's a damage right there. That gives me another buff. Is Joe dead? No. That's max passive for Meliodas. That's max passive for Meliodas. How much damage am I doing here? I want to see how much damage he's doing here. Sorry? What? That was a level 2! On a green unit! That wasn't even type advantage! What? This man hitting hard than the one. Unfortunately. This man actually hitting hard than the one. What? Okay, oh, a level 3. Unfortunately, Zhao just is not gonna have a buff there, but a level 3. Man, and that's type disadvantage as well. 700k! Zhao just had type advantage over Meliodas and didn't have a buff, so he didn't do double damage. That would have done like 1,000,000. That would have done like 1,000,000 damage if he was like blue. This is a bit of an obvious theme. We got the stat increase from Kyo, we got damage reduction from Kyo as well from the Ignites, and we're gonna have damage reduction from Meli's passive as well. We got, of course, Kusok, which does have 2 single target attacks, but we also have Kyo and Meli, which both also have single targets. So the most I do want to proc that passive for damage reduction. I think it's something that's gonna be really, really strong. Okay. So we're gonna go with this right here. Hopefully kill the Meli. I got 2 buffs on Meli, that's 2 amplifies. 116k ungeared is pretty damn good. And he's already quitting, of course. But we got the damage reduction to proc, which again, as you saw, it's a gray buff. So it cannot be removed. It's like King's Shield, right? King's Shield, you know, it's different because it can be broken, but it can't be removed. It can only be broken. By the way, the Pierce card from Meliodas is fantastic against King's Shield. As we've previously seen with Rugal, Pierce is incredibly good for breaking King's Shield. So that might have actually been why they gave him Pierce card over, you know, whatever else they could have given him. I think the one, by the way, if you're going to use this team that I'm using, I think the one is a really good second option over Kusok, but that's if you have Kyo, which is why I'm not going to be doing only Kyo teams, of course, in this video, because I know a lot of people don't have Kyo. Maybe because they weren't playing when KOF came out. I mean, KOF just came out again, but it wasn't guaranteed. But a lot of people don't have Kyo, so I will make sure to put teams here that don't have Kyo for that matter. Also playing Ungeared, I think he's probably going to be good in both. Like, Festival King obviously was also good in both, but I felt like he was much better in Geared, like way, way better in Geared, in comparison to how good he was in Ungeared. But I think it's not necessarily the same thing with this Meli. I think he's going to be good for both. Just looking at his kit, oh, I should have single targeted the Escanor. It's fine. This is a level 2 Pierce card. No Lilia, by the way. It's just a Pierce card with no Lilia. Like, when we think of Pierce cards, we think, oh, Blue Meli at his peak, you know, he was doing like 60% of all enemies' health, level 1. But like, this is without Lilia. In this video, I will use Lilia, by the way. Just for the people who are gonna want to see it. Because I know there will be. Alright, let's see the ult animation. I mean, I've already seen, of course. It looks amazing. Oh, they cut out. Yeah, I mean, it would be pretty long, but they cut out before he does like a bit of like a dark shift on his ult. Okay, so this was this team. This was the Kyo plus Kusok. You know what? Before we move on to taking off Kyo, I want to use the one, and I think that I haven't made any Holy Relics in a while. I think I'm gonna give him the Holy Relic. I might as well. There's gonna be the ones in the future. I might as well give him the Holy Relic. I don't think it's something that a lot of people should do. Still, because his Holy Relic is not the greatest. But if I'm gonna be using him, I might as well. Alright. With the one, because the one also does proc his passive well having 2 single target cards too. And I think that if I want to remove Kyo, there's honestly so many options. The fact that this guy isn't limited, like Assault Meli, gives him such an edge. I think I could just use like Green Galfer, like this guy's using, right? Green Galfer, and still have like a pretty good chance at winning and stuff. Okay, ignoring 30% defense, baby. I would like, though, something that would stop my enemy from doing exactly what I'm doing right here. Because the way I'm just playing, right? I'm doing the single targets and going straight for his melee. If I'm going second with my melee, I would love to find a way in which I don't suffer the same fate my enemies are facing right now if I do end up going second against a bigger whale. Alright, so new Traitor Meliodas is here, and this character is pretty crazy. We're going to be showcasing him today. Hopefully, I'll be demonstrating how crazy he actually looks. And this character looks absolutely amazing. So how does he work? What does he do? And what teams can be actually used on? We're using the Demon team right now. Obviously, Demons is the first thing that comes to mind when you see his passive has damage reduction for demons, and he himself is a demon. But I think this character is very versatile. You can run him especially with Ascanor. I think him alongside Ascanor is a crazy combo because they're both like very, I want to say aggressive and scary units. So what does he do? At the beginning of the match, you saw I had 3 stacks above his head. They have now disappeared, but they were there. And that gives demons 20% damage reduction whenever he has those, right? Now, after your team gets attacked anytime, or he attacks, he loses one of those stacks. Once all 3 stacks are gone, he gains a 50% attack-related stat buff for 1 attack, which is what we just did. 545k with a level 1 is pretty good. Now we got the damage reduction back, as you can see. After 1 attack, the stacks come back, and you get damage reduction for 20% to all demon allies. I'm assuming he counts for himself, so even if you're not using him with demons, which again, I don't think he needs to be run with demons, I think him with Ascanor might actually be the best. You're using him on demons because I think it's a good starter. I think he gives himself the 20% damage reduction. On top of that, whenever he attacks an enemy that's debuffed, he does 40% more damage, or if they have a stance as well. And if an enemy doesn't attack, you see right here, they gain a Galfer debuff, a Halloween Galfer debuff, that takes off an ultimate gauge for 2 turns. So let's do this. Oh, we don't have to do this. Let's do this level 2 here, right? No. Oh, damn it. I'm gonna have to AoE first. I want to get the attack buff, but he's gonna take a lot of damage here. That AoE is sort of a Pierce card, but yeah, look at that. With the attack buff, he could have done more damage if Zaldrus had more HP. Sorry, there was a bit of an awkward pause. I was waiting for Meli to finish his sentence. That single target, the more HP the enemy has, the more damage it does. It's 1-for-1 percentage-wise. And he has a double pierce. So just the effects are crazy. So ideally, you'd want to start off with a Zaldrus debuff all the enemies, then single target, because then the enemy's gonna have the most HP. I like to AoE because it gives more darkness, but we're gonna single target first because theoretically that's better. The more HP the enemy has, the more damage we do. Now the AoE is also a pierce base card. No, that's really unfortunate we didn't kill. That would have taken off a stack. It takes half of the amount of pierce you have, and whatever the half is, it gives you a multiplier on top of your damage. So Meli right now, I can open him up. Oh, we're gonna have the 50% attack buff next turn, but still. He starts off on his stats 125% pierce. I'm currently using attack crit, basic attack crit gear. A lot of people ask me, well, you never show your gear on the videos, because listen, I'm trying to make the showcase, right, and not waste people's times. But right here with the 50% attack buff, we have up to 238 pierce because we're also getting pierce from Chandler in the back and Zaldrus. Let's do this. It's going to be a big attack. It's going to do a lot of damage. Level 1. Keep in mind, level 1, no one is encroached. No one is encroached. And Askener wasn't debuffed. Askener would have taken 40% more damage if he was debuffed, but he couldn't be debuffed because he was completely immune to debuffs, right? So, whatever the 50% of your piercing is, it multiplies the damage of the card. It's so much. This Meli does so much that only now I'm done explaining what he does. And with all that being said, you can understand why I'm saying that this character does not need to be run with demons, which was the thing. Everyone's like, oh, if I don't want to run demons, do I even summon for this guy? I think so. The banner's crazy. I've seen him being used with Askener. I lost to someone using Meli plus Askener because I was worried about Meli because of the attack buff and everything like that. And his Askener killed me because there were two main focuses I have to work on, focus on. Askener is scary, Meli is scary. So I think that combo is also really great, which is why if you summon for Askener, having Meli is even better. So we got the attack buff again. This is not going to do the most damage because, like we said, he doesn't have any debuffs and his HP is pretty low. But we're still going to do it. Still did 357k. LR Lostvayne is finally. Oh my god. Do I even have enough gold? I just used so much gold. Finally in my hands. Awakening to an LR. Probably not much different than just doing the UR animation. I just want you to take a look. I just want you to have it in the video. Hey. He's level 1. I'm gonna have to level him up. I hope I have enough gold. Got a Mile team. Okay, so one counterintuitive thing with using him with Zeldris is that they both have the same debuff card, but it's alright. Let's take a look at our boys' first hand attack here. So this is ungeared. What's his stats looking like? So I am not saving a card. I'm just gonna attack right away because I want to see it. But ideally, obviously, you want to save a card, right? Oh, he hit every crit. Oh, level 1 on Mael. That's pretty good. What's his level 3 gonna do? Please crit me. Please AoE with Mael. I really want to see some level 3s here. Oh, he's not going to. He is not going to. He's gonna shield. Ugh. That's fine. I'm gonna wait. You're not gonna give what I want. I'm not gonna give what you want. I will do this actually. So let's attack. We're gonna dual attack here, right? I'm gonna apply some more darkness on him so I can get more stats. Oh, actually, okay. I didn't think that would break. That's fine. That's fine. Man, he hit a lot of crits with the AoE. The AoE did not get a triple crit chance. It's just a single target. That's crazy. Is he scared to attack me? He might be. Okay, finally an attack. Oh! That's a rank up. Got the attack related stats. Oh my god. That's nothing. Okay, wow. Alright. That's cool. Well, since you've been super fun, you can just die here. Oh, did I already take out the oh yeah, I did take out the revive. I forgot that Meli just shredded the Mael like he was a freaking like he wasn't just Mael with damage reduction. My god. Please don't quit. Last match I'm gonna wait to get the level 3s, but I really want to see the level 1. That's crazy. Oh please. I mean, he can't kill Meli. Like, he just can't. So I was really hoping he wouldn't get that. Damage lower. That's fine though. So Meli's crit defense is so high that when he's taking this level 2, he still doesn't take that much damage. Please don't back out. He probably wants to see it too, so I want to see my stats. 200% crit chance. 316. You know he has triple crit chance, right? Like, he has 200% crit chance and he has triple crit chance. Nice, with the damage lower. Damn. Nashino? Give me that ending screen. I want to see him doing some level 3 AoEs next. Yeah, I want to save the AoE. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go straight for the melee. We're gonna go straight for the melee. Can we kill him? I don't know. It's a little risky here. 150. Oh! Oh! Bro, he's shredded! Level 1 card! Actually shredded! Holy shit! He actually disintegrated them. Purgatory Meli. That's so insane. Please crit me. I really want to see level 3. Please, please, please. Attack Lostvayne. That's a crit. One more attack on him. He wants to see it too. He wants to see it too. He wants to see it too. I'm telling you, people want to see it. He wants to see it as well. Alright, just for you, buddy. Got 2 stacks of his attack related stat increase as well. If you don't know what Lostvayne does, I'm sorry, I should have explained, but I just really wanted to get into it. That's a level 3. I'll talk about it. I think he's gonna die. I'm just gonna attack. See what happens. Okay, that's pretty good. For what that card is, it's so good, because that's just an infect card, you know? It's not like Purgatory Meli level 3, right? Or level 2 even. But for what it is, it's so strong. We're just gonna stick with demons for the beginning, and I'm gonna need a sip of gamer subs, which I use code NAG for 10%. That's a lie, I don't use it because they send me for free, but you would use code NAG for 10% off on your purchase. But oh, look at that, another melee. At the start of battle, applies Demon King's protection, which is this thing, to himself, and whenever a specific ally does damage to an enemy, I'm gonna assume he has dodge. You have Traitor Meliodas on melee. You do not. Let's do this then. Then, it applies a debuff, which lowers their stats, or sorry, their defense-related stats by 10%. Whoa. Okay. As I was saying, applies a debuff that lowers their defense-related stats by 10%, up to 3 times. When you stack 3 times, and you attack an enemy that has those 3 stacks of the minus 10%, cancels enemy stance, and applies 1 stack of Energy of Darkness to himself, which is plus 10 defense-related stats. For every specific ally in the battlefield that demons or sins, he gains 7% basic stats, and when he has 4 stacks of Energy of Darkness, he removes all the stacks and gives himself a buff called the Beginning of Heaven and Earth, which is 50% attack related stats. Okay. I'm just gonna do that same turn. I'm just gonna do that same turn. Ooh. Ooh. Nice kill on the DN. Now he cleansed the debuffs and he got that Beginning of Heaven nerf. But honestly, I kind of wish he had like capped those defense related stats. He had the Energy of Darkness stacks before. He got the 50% right there. But he didn't use it. I already got my rank up. So when he gets the Beginning of Heaven nerf, he gets 50% attack related stats. and he ranks up, and he removes all debuffs. So it's kind of like how Demon King is the same thing, where he removes all debuffs and then ranks up. Whoa. That was with the 50% accurate stats. Now his cards. As you saw, the single target, right? The single target is double crit damage, and if he has the beginning of Heaven and Earth, he gets an extra 2 times crit damage. Now his AoE, and the reason why I've been popping the single target before the AoE, his AoE has double crit chance, and for every Seed of Demise, which is the 10% defense related stat debuff, he does 20% more damage. So I'm trying to actually apply the debuff first as much as possible before popping the AoE. Like right there, I popped an extra debuff on the Ascanor. And the debuff goes before, as you can see, before. Oh, and he already got that that stack right there. The debuff goes in before the actual attack. So getting the stacks doesn't seem to be too hard. So long as you attack an enemy that has the 3 stacks of the defense related stat lore, you are getting the stack of what's the name of the thing? No, so many names. It's Energy of Darkness. It's the little black ball on the no, he ranked up. Is there something I'm missing from his passive? Where did this rank up come from? Where did this rank up come from? Oh yeah. The debuff removing part. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. I skipped over the debuff removing part of the passive. Dude, this passive is way too convoluted. So, yeah, this is why I got the thingy earlier. This is why I got it so early. Jesus Christ. His passive is way too, I'm sorry, but his passive is way too convoluted. I'm gonna blame it on how many parts the passive has. I accidentally skipped reading one of the parts. At the start of turn, he removes 1 debuff from each ally, and for each debuff removed, he gets an Energy of Darkness. So if you have 1 Energy of Darkness, if you have 1 if you have 1 Energy of Darkness, it's literal math equations, and you have 1 debuff on each ally, then in the beginning of the turn, so that's what happened when I had 1. In the beginning of the turn, he gets the beginning of Heaven and Earth. Dude.